Well, we're going to wait till she walks out so we don't have the thing, and I'll just cut this whole part out.
Okay.
Maybe. Maybe I'll just have this awkward point while we're waiting for a brick to go out.
Cold
Leave it in
open.
there.
Cold open, they call it.
Cold open?
Cold open. Yeah, wait, it doesn't matter.
Wait, that's actually a thing? That's what they call it? It's not
Yeah,
a
when you're
podcast
goofing
that we
around
do.
before you actually hit play, and then you just throw that in just for fun.
For fun, okay. That's not what I would say. Alright. Hey everyone!
Hey.
It is time for another competition talk because we have a competition coming up March 11th, which is now a week and a half away. And a couple of things that I want to talk about before we get into the competition itself. This weekend, for the first time ever, we are going to the Arnold. And I'm pretty pumped.
Should be exciting.
So the bad part about going to the Arnold is I will be sharing a hotel room with this guy.
With 2 beds though. Huh?
Is it 2 beds?
Yeah, it's 2 beds.
Okay, well
Yeah.
at least that I was thinking we were gonna have to spoon.
No.
And I wear a CPAP. I'm not sure how well that would have worked. Glenn would have woken up with a coil all around him,
I'm
on
already
his neck.
worried about sleeping next to that thing.
It's not very loud.
Oh, okay, good. My
It's
mom's
like-
is crazy loud.
It's like a fan.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's coming up. So I will be trying to put some footage. We're going to try and bring the camera and record at least the Strongman Classic.
Yep, for sure.
And hopefully do some cool stuff. I really want to go do some of the things that they have there. Check out a lot of stuff. They've got a pro women's strongman competition. They've got a men's competition. They've got a USAPL powerlifting meet, which I'd like to go check out. They have a disabled strongman competition. This is the second year that they've had that there. It's pretty cool. So I want to check that out. They're all going on at the same time. One of the things I'm probably not going to check out is the bodybuilding show.
I'm not that interested in it either.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. You know, maybe if there's nothing else to do.
If there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, and they've got, so they got men's fitness. I think they have a bikini contest. They've got tons of vendors. So hopefully we'll get some cool stuff. I'm not really going there for that though. The one thing I want from this trip is to take a picture of Glenn and me next to Brian Shaw. Like I want that if that's possible.
So you can see how small we are.
Yeah. I'm really hoping to be able to get that. How about you, Glenn? Is there anything you just want to do?
I kind of want to see. I just want to see famous people. I want to see the mountain, and I want to see Arnold.
Okay.
That's.
Oh yeah, Arnold probably gonna be there. Well, if we're talking about meeting people, I really want to meet Kazmaier. That'd be awesome. I'm not sure if Magnus is gonna be there, so it'd be cool to run into him. Unfortunately, Big Z is not gonna be there. So at least those couple of people would be nice to meet, and then some of the YouTubers, they might be there. It'd be cool to at least say hi, even though they have no idea who we are.
Is your coach going?
No, he's getting pretty close to
a contest.
No, the birth of his child.
Oh well, that'll do.
So it's towards the end here, so he's not going to be able to go to World's Strongest Man either, which he was planning on doing because that's around the delivery date. But there are some other people that I'm hoping to get there. And for those of you who don't know, even though I've mentioned this a couple times, I did hire a coach. So before we go into this contest and you see the contest, I've only been working with my coach for about 3 weeks now. And I straight up told him I don't care about this contest. And there's not really much you can do in 3 weeks anyways. So this won't reflect on him at all. He's been kind of making sure I'm being careful. I say this with ankle braces on my feet. We'll get into that in a second. But it's been an interesting experience because we are going into this competition completely unprepared. I am feeling so unprepared. We haven't touched a weight even close to contest.
One thing I think this competition is going to do in my mind is it's going to make us more ready for the next competition.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I want to do.
It's setting us at it's building us up to the point where through the summer we can really step up the game. I guess.
Hope so. So we are doing novice. We just kind of signed up for this out of the blue. This is the first time that Motorcities Strongest Man that I've seen has ever had a novice division. So Glenn and I, if we manage to do any part of any event, every single one of them will be a PR, both a contest PR and a actual lift PR, because we haven't done anything close to it.
Yeah, we've never put that much weight even on an axle. Like, we've done the deadlift, but we've never done it on an axle.
On an axle, yeah. So, in terms of why I have ankle braces on Saturday when I was playing around with the circus dumbbell, I completely rolled my ankle, smashed it pretty good, then almost fell on my face, and Glenn made fun of me as I'm in pain. And I'm wearing one on the other leg just so that when I'm walking around it doesn't feel weird. But hopefully that'll heal up, because I'm going to be walking around on the Arnold this weekend, and then next weekend is the competition, so that'll be exciting. But the plan is, by August, assuming I can get less fat, to compete in Open. And this is a really good contest, just like as Glenn said, just to see where we're at, kind of get us ready, get us moving. And I'm hoping for some really good things as I continue to work with my coach. And like I said, he's kind of had to change my training a little bit. Like this week's a deload. Yeah. Next week we're not going to be doing much because of the contest. So he's going to be really ramping up my training once we get back from that and getting me ready to try and go Open. But I'm still pretty fat. Glenn's right there. He'll make Open.
Yeah, except I don't know if I'll be able to do the weights for Open. That's my big thing.
Yeah, Glenn has a long way to go for Open. And we'll see how that ends.
I won't feel bad doing heavyweight amateur again. It won't hurt my feelings at all.
Well, so in this current contest that we're going to as novice, it's the USS, which is one division of strongman, and then there's the NAS, which is another division, which is what the August competition is. There's a 175 lightweight, a 200-pound middleweight, a 231.5 middleweight, which is what we're hoping to do, and then the next heavyweight Open is 265. And there's a big jump from 231.5 to 265, but 231.5, last year their weights were only a little bit higher than heavyweight amateur or novice. Yeah. So 200, we're using the same weights. Yep. As heavyweight novice. So it's a little bit more. We just got to get our strength up. About 50 pounds on every lift would be pretty close, which is a big demand from here to August. But anyways, this contest, first event, I'm not sure if it's in order, but first event posted is a circus dumbbell press, which you guys have seen us playing around with in the snow and out in front. Yep. And it is 130 pounds.
Yep.
What you gonna do?
Well, we played around. We put 120 pounds in our circus dumbbell with water, and I popped it off my shoulder, and I almost locked it out. So my hope, when it's a solid mass, and I've seen the apparatus, it should be solid, I can get it up there and actually lock it out when it's not sloshing around.
So one rep. Glenn's going for one.
I'd be super happy.
And that would be a PR, because the last time we had a circus dumbbell in contest,
it crushed us.
It was humiliating. It was awful.
I could barely hold it on my shoulder, and I could not even get impressed with it.
And that was 135 pounds, and this is 130, so it's pretty close. And I'm really hoping I can get it, but I don't want to just get one. It'd be really nice if I could get two. So with a regular dumbbell, I can do 135 for 2 with my right and 135 for 1 with my left. But in terms of a circus dumbbell, it is a completely different animal. And the big handle, I mean, you're sitting here like this. If you even slightly push off, it's coming down on your thumb, and your thumb's not stopping the weight. You can drop it on your face or your toe.
Your ear.
Or, yeah. Both Glenn and I smashed our ears on Saturday. That was exciting. And the next event, sandbag carry. So this event, to kind of go into it, it is 3 sandbags. It is 200 pounds, 225, and then 250, and you have to do it in order. The first sandbag is 60 feet away, so you got to pick it up, run 60 feet, put it on a platform. And then you run back 40 feet, you pick up the 225, run it to the platform, run back 20, the 250, and put it on the platform. Now what makes this really tricky is the platform is about the same size as my chair. And for those of you who are wondering what happened to the other green chair, somebody that weighed too much may have sat in it and broke it. But it's about this big. So they showed a picture, like you can lay one here and one here, and that's all you can get, and the other one would have to go on the back, or you're going to have to pile it on. But you have to lift your hands off of the sandbag for the time to end and for it to count. And one of the things that kind of sucks for Glen and I is that it's only partial time for points. So if you get the first one there and you pick up the second sandbag and you get it 25 feet, you don't get credit for any of that 25 feet. You only get credit for the time of a load. Yep. So the first one, you know, if you get 2, it's time for 2. If you get 3, it's time for 3, and that's how the points are going to be. So I'm not very excited for that. We don't have any sandbags. We haven't trained for this. And my only experience with anything like this was our very first contest where we did this exact same thing, but with kegs.
And that was horrible.
I have never had something go that bad in a contest.
But since then, I think we've gotten a lot stronger. Like, we were carrying around 225 in the keg just out in front of your house.
Right, and if it was just kegs, I think it'd be easier.
Yeah.
But because it's sandbags, it's completely different. It's unfamiliar. We're going into this contest having no idea how do you pick it up, how do you hold it. You know, do you want to hold it on here? Do you want to hold it here?
I think you want to lap it and bear hug it if you can.
Bear hug it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a couple videos.
I saw that.
It's there's
it's
a bunch
a big
of
bag
ways.
too. I think even if you were to hold it here, it's going to be down to here. Like,
Yeah, and that's the problem though, is loading it. So you were loading it to a 42-inch platform, which is under. We've been loading the kegs to a 49.5-inch platform, so it's a little bit lower than that. But if you carry it too low, you're going to have to stop at the end, pick it back up,
lap it
and
get
load
it
it.
higher. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that event. Glenn, are you finishing this event?
That would be my hope, but 2 bags would make me happy.
Mine is, let's hope my ankle holds together. This event's kind of like, you need to have cardio endurance, be fast, be able to front carry, and be able to load. And I can't do any of those things.
Your loading's pretty good.
Well, if it was loading without moving, I think I could do it. But yeah, that'll be exciting. And then the next event, this is where it starts getting really exciting for the rest of the contest, is a farmer's hold for time. So you are going to pick up the farmers, stand up with it. They will start the time, and the person who holds it up there the longest wins. And for reference, the most weight that I've ever walked with in a contest is 230 pounds. The most I've ever walked for any distance is 260 pounds. This is 285 pounds per hand, max hold. Now, both Glenn and I can pick this up.
Yeah.
Question is,
Hopefully.
holding it. Glenn's sitting here acting like it's going to be hard. He's going to whoop me.
It's going to be a nightmare. It's just how much pain can you withstand. That's all it is.
Well, you know, and picking up 285 pounds a hand.
Oh God! I hope my nerves don't get me and like I can't pick it up. My form screws up or something.
So for those of you who haven't done a contest, your nerves are pretty bad leading up to the first event. After the first event, generally it's not so bad.
Yeah.
You kind of get into it then. But nothing up to this point I think is really going to have strained the grip.
No.
But the sandbag walk might burn up the hamstrings pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I know when I did the keg, any front carry just hits the hamstrings really hard for me. But with a farmer's hold, I can do it mostly with quads. That's going to be quad in the forearms. I'm really hoping to not place last. That'd make me feel so much better about my grip. My grip is terrible.
I bet there's going to be some people in our weight class that zero it.
Who knows, right? And I believe you have to at least hold it to lockout. Like if you pick it up halfway,
Yeah,
I don't think you get any time. I think you gotta stand up straight. We'll hear the rules on that when we get to the contest.
Log is next.
Log! Yes, so a 210-pound log press. So there are 2 pressing events in this contest. And on the overhead, so 210, both Glenn and I have done on our log several times. So that won't be a gym PR unless we hit reps.
Yeah.
So for 210, me personally, I have never gone more than 3. So in the contest, I am hoping to at least get 4. More than 4 would be
No,
good for me.
It's not going to be a gym PR, but it will be a contest PR because we've never done that much in a contest. But
Yes, in a contest, the most weight we've ever done is the safe press at 205, which Glenn got second in that event, which was pretty cool. And that was my big mistake where on the second rep, I forgot to wait for a down command. So in those videos where my coach is making me hold it up at the top for a nice 2-second count, that should help. That should never have a situation where I don't wait for a down command to come down, hopefully. Been practicing that. Like I said, we haven't done anything close to that, but I'm really hoping for 4 reps. Glenn, what are you shooting for?
I'm shooting for 2. If I do more than 2, that's just like icing on the cake.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be clean every press, so we haven't done too much of that, so conditioning might play a factor. Once you get breathing hard on a log,
you can't push.
You roll it up here, it's so hard to catch your breath, and it's really hard to drive off of your chest when you can't breathe. I know 2 weeks, no, was it last week? Yeah, when I did the 200 for log, I wasn't really feeling good because of the rehab on the shoulder, but I went to go to that 5th rep and I just couldn't breathe, and I got it to here, and I just felt like my entire chest collapsed. I had nothing left. So that can't happen. But I won't be going to physical therapy right before the contest, so that's a nice thing. And the last event, this is where it is the most exciting thing we've tried so far. Axle deadlift. That's something we have not done. This is a deadlift medley. Yep. Now you get to use straps. We're going to use straps, so we're going to cheat. It's not cheating for strongman. It's just, hey, some people, all straps are cheating, right? So the first weight is a regular axle at regular height for 445 pounds. Okay. I think that's what I said. Yeah, 445. Yep. And now what's nice about this, I checked with the contest promoter, you get to start strapped in. So you have to do 1 rep with that. Then you have to unstrap as quickly as you can, run to the next apparatus, which is going to be a frame. That frame is going to be loaded to 540 pounds. We've never picked up a frame ever. So the axle will be a PR because we've never deadlifted that heavy with an axle. Then the frame will be a PR because we've never touched a frame ever. Yeah. And then you run to the last implement, which is an 18-inch high deadlift, which supposedly is easier. I don't know. We haven't trained it at all. So the bar, instead of being down here, it's going to be closer to the knee height. Yeah. And it's as many reps as you can do. And there's 2 things that are interesting about this. So the first thing is they made it an axle handle. Yep. Which it wasn't going to be, now it is. So that in and of itself makes it completely different. And then it doesn't have plates. It's a completely home fabricated thing. It's going to look awesome. I've seen some pictures. Cool. Where they lift up a thing on the side and they throw sandbags in. So it's not equally weighted. So you're using straps, which kind of lets the bar spin a little bit, but it's not on a rotating, like an Olympic bar, the collars rotate. Oh, shoot, yeah. So it's going to be fixed. If you let that slide at all and all the sandbags are on one side, it could do bad things to you, I'm assuming. I haven't touched it, so...
Well, sandbags aren't going to be moving around much there. I don't think it's going to be...
I don't think it's going to move, but I think because you put it down, the weight's going to be on this side. Oh, so if you let it go this way, it'll pull you forward, and if you let it go this way, it'll pull you backwards. We'll see. I mean, again, I'm just going off of what I'm thinking and what I'm worried about. I'm starting to lose lighting now. This is pretty fun. How well do you think you're doing on this deadlift thing?
I want to get all of them at least once. I don't think there's any way I can get 2 reps with that last deadlift. 550.
So Glenn's max ever deadlift is still 510.
Yeah.
And now he hasn't tried maxing in a long time.
I mean, the car a couple years ago, strongman competition, was pretty heavy.
Yeah, I would say the car was right around 510. Yeah. And, well, you got it for a single.
Yeah.
So it was
this is higher, and it doesn't have the weird flex. It's not a car.
So it's an axle.
And I'm going to be strapped. I was strapped before, but
yeah. So he hasn't maxed in a long time. So who knows? I know he got 495 once 3 months ago.
Not that much.
And we unfortunately for this event, you know, again, we haven't done any really event-specific training, and we signed up having only been back in the gym for about a month.
Yeah.
We took the entire month of December off, and then after last August, we were kind of doing like bodybuilding and stuff and healing up. Glenn had some knee issues, some elbow issues, which he still got some issues. My knee was all banged up, my shoulder was still bad, and we just kind of went light. And it was enjoyable for a little bit, but now it's kind of like, oh man, shoot. Now we got to deadlift heavy. So the maximum deadlift I've ever pulled was 550 off the floor, and that was way before I tore my shoulder. And I haven't even attempted to deadlift a PR since then. I know I've pulled 495 3 or 4 times since then. And last year we did neutral grip on the car deadlift.
Yep.
Now Glenn went lightweight novice, so he was practicing with lighter weights, and I was going heavier. And the car was supposed to be 550, but it was neutral grip, and I got, I got 10 reps. I think I got 10 reps.
I got quite a few. Yeah.
So that's kind of transferable to the frame. I'm not really worried about frame. I don't think Glenn's really worried about frame.
Super worried about it.
But that deadlift. And again, depending on the sandbag carries, if those kill my hamstrings, now we're going into this deadlift as many reps as you can. Me personally, I'm hoping to go through the whole thing like Glenn said. I would really love to hit 2 reps on that, just because it'll look cool.
Yeah.
Like that's purely it. It'll just look cool.
I've been trying really hard not to stress out about this contest. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's just doing 2 contests in the year. I think it will help us out in the long run.
Yep. Just to go have fun. So, you know, I know a lot of you guys out there that actually communicate with us on the channel, assuming you're watching this far. You don't necessarily go compete because you think you're not ready. Look, we're paying money, we're going to go do this thing. Every single thing's in PR we've never done in our lives. We don't know if we can. We're going to go out there in front of a bunch of other people. We're going to attempt these things. We're just going to have fun. So just do it, you know, why not? The worst thing that can happen, well, I guess the worst thing that can happen is you get hurt.
Horrible injuries, yes.
Yes, okay. So barring that, the worst thing that you can have happen is you zero an event. Which everybody's zeroed an event. You will see people at World's Strongest Man zeroing events. I mean, things happen. Just try not to get hurt. And, yeah, go have fun. So, anything else to add?
No.
All right.
Said my piece.
So, we will see you at the Arnold. Hopefully, we'll have some good footage for you guys. And then, next video will be the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Go lift something heavy. Oh.
Now I gotta work out.